Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Fly, spelled with an I, and this is Fly Heritage, where each and every Tuesday, we talk travel. A few weeks ago, I did a video about what it was like to travel solo, and since then, I've had a couple of people ask me for tips on traveling with friends. So today, I'm going to outline 7 tips that will help make your trip with your friends much easier. Tip 1, be clear about your expectations. Not everything will go as planned. Really, when does anything ever go as planned? Try not to play the blame game with either yourself or anyone else when and if something goes wrong. I mean, that's going to happen. You can expect the best, but prepare for the absolute worst case scenario. Tip number 2, ask questions before you go on your trip. It would be a disaster to find out you're sharing a room with someone and they snore. Had you known prior to arriving to your destination, you would have been able to buy earplugs or come up with another method to help you, if you're a light sleeper, sleep through the night when you have someone in the same room with you that's snoring to all get out. That has happened to me once and it was a disaster. And I wish I had known that they snored beforehand, because it was 2 a.m. and I was sitting there looking like, are you kidding me? I cannot sleep. They wake up refreshed, I wake up cranky because I did not get a good night's rest. Another thing you may want to ask, do they want a ball? Do they want to be on a budget? Or fall somewhere in the middle and ball on a budget, okay? Because if they want 5-star dinners every night and you're cool with eating at the local restaurants and food trucks, little hole in the walls, making dinner reservations or plans will be challenging. You might butt heads over what type of food to eat every single night. It's easier to decide those things before you go than when you're there and you're hungry and you're already hangry, which is, you know, hungry, angry. So figure that out before you go. Asking questions is very, very, very important before you go. Tip number 3, have a schedule. It could be a loose schedule, it could be a strict schedule, but just have some kind of semblance of what's going to happen once you arrive at your destination. Who's going to shower first? What time should breakfast be if you all are enjoying breakfast together? Like, how much time are you going to spend in your room each day? Or just really try to outline some of the things so that once you get there, you already know, you don't have to have the discussion, and it's easy to just get on and popping with exploring the destination. Tip number 4, be considerate. So if you're making a schedule and you're trying to determine who's going to shower first, well, if you're a person that likes to take long showers, like me, I love long showers, maybe you should shower last, because if you're in a room with other people, they shouldn't have to wait for you. So be considerate of others and make sure that you're scheduling yourself at a time that you know is most convenient for everyone, not just yourself. So being considerate is a very, very, very important part of having a successful trip with friends. Tip number 5, have contingency plans in place beforehand. So what's the plan for emergencies? Do your phones work in that country? If not, are all of you going to get, you know, a local SIM card or just one person? Really just have something in place for if the worst case scenario happens, you're not caught off guard and scrambling to try to get things together. Also, something to discuss beforehand, are visitors allowed in the room? Let's say I meet some people by the pool and I want to bring them back to the room. Are the other people with whom I'm on the trip, are they okay with that? Do I have to ask permission to bring visitors back to the room? Like, all of these things should be discussed. What's the signal to let the other person know that there is a visitor in the room? Just all of these things. Like, try to think about as many things as possible and discuss them beforehand. No drama, okay? No drama. Tip number 6. This one is very important to me. Set time away for yourself. If you're on a trip with someone, it's highly likely that you all don't share the exact same preferences of activities. Even if you're both outdoorsy, maybe that means that one person wants to go hiking in the mountains, but the other person just wants to lounge by the beach. So on a particular day, let that person go hiking in the mountain while you lounge by the beach. Maybe you wake up early one morning and you decide to take an early morning walk or an early morning run. Whatever it is, schedule time for yourself. That's very, very important in maintaining sanity. Tip number 7, if an argument happens, walk away before it escalates. Please, be the bigger person, whatever. Just be the bigger person. Do not, whatever you do, let an argument escalate and get completely out of hand. You know why? You have to see that person for the rest of your trip. Even if it's on your last day, you still have to see that person for the duration of your trip. And who wants to have all of that hostility in the air? Fortunately, this has not happened to me, and I'm so happy about that. But it has happened to people that I know, where they're forced to be around their trip buddies after an explosive argument, or in some cases, a physical altercation. You're forced to endure the rest of your trip with them. And even if you say, you know what, I'm just not going to talk to that person, that still affects your trip. You know, the dynamic has shifted. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope that I've given you some useful tips to help you while traveling with friends. If you all can think of any more tips, leave them in the comments. I'm very excited to read them. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel for other great travel tips and content. Rate this video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at FlyHeritage. Catch up with me on my blog, flyheritage.com. All of that is spelled fly with an I. I will see you all next week. Stay lifted in love and light. Bye.